Hi, I'm Kim Jensen, and today we're going to be working with our Villaggios pizza sauce. So I'm going to take you through how I make a pizza in a restaurant. I know it's a little bit different than your house today. We're going to make the pizza, we're going to put the toppings on using the pizza sauce and all of our ingredients that we chose today, and we're going to cook it in our big Villaggios oven. And again, don't get too frightened. This is the way we do things here at Villaggios, but this can easily be done in your kitchen. So come along and watch us prepare our pizza today. So we're going to get started with one of my dough balls. I'm going to use a 16-inch dough ball today. You can get this dough at the grocery store anywhere. You can use a cracker crust. You can use fresh dough like I'm going to show you how we shape ours. But don't worry. Go to the grocery store, get your own crust that you are used to using, and then just use our pizza sauce. The pizza sauce is vegetarian friendly. It is gluten-free. It's great on anything, pastas, dipping it in crackers cold. But today, again, we're going to prepare the pizza. So I put a little bit of flour down on my wood surface. That's important. You don't want the dough to stick to anything, and I'm just putting a little flour on it. We're going to start by locking the edge. That's just sealing around the edge and making your crust. We like to call our pizza New York style pizza because the edges are real irregular, just like the boot of Italy. We always joke. When it cooks, it's bubbly all over the top and beautiful and brown. If you don't have a stone oven like I have, you can go and get one of those stones. You put it in your oven, you let it get hot, and then you add your pizza crust to it, and it crisps up beautifully. And pizza only takes really 8 to 10 minutes to cook. Now I'm slapping the dough. Sometimes it's stubborn, you never know what you're going to get. As a matter of fact, my camera guy just asked me, how long is this going to take? You never know. Each dough ball has a mind of its own. So we're just shaping it. And now I'm slapping it. If you've got nails, you're not going to be a good slapper. So you want to trim your nails back, girls and guys, and just slap it back and forth. All right, you also want to roll your sleeves up. I wore the wrong shirt. Should have wore a short sleeve. And if you get real good, you can start tossing. And all you're doing is tossing it up there and catching it with your fist. Don't ever catch it with your fingers because it's going to go right through. So if you want to impress your friends, start slapping, throw her up, and just turn it around. We're getting about to 16 inches now, and it's looking beautiful. You can use your knuckles and your fingers to shape it some more. You can see it's getting a little holy in spots, but you know, that's dough. You just don't know how it's going to react and where all that yeast ended up. I'm going to grab my wooden paddle. Again, at home, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and put it on your baking brick. Here, because I use a Villaggios oven, we have to put a little bit of baking paper on there. You have to use a special pizza paper for that. You just can't use any baking paper. But again, at home, if you're using your baking square, you'll be fine. All right, so now I'm just adding our Villaggios pizza sauce. Everybody always says it has a little bit of a kick to it. We put a little bit of red pepper flakes in it, in our special seasoning packet, of course. They'd kill me if I told you what was in it. We don't want to do that, Mom, do we?
Absolutely not.
And then I personally like to put the ingredients on after the cheese. So we're going to add our mozzarella cheese. And what we use is a 50-50 skim mozzarella along with the mozzarella. Sometimes when you use all mozzarella, it becomes a real greasy pie. But if you like that, do pure mozzarella. But if you like to give it a little bit of balance, I like to use the skim in there. So we do a 50-50 blend. And we still cut our cheese by hand every day. Then I'm going to add our spinach, and I like to use cherry tomatoes because when you bite into them, they're so juicy. And in my Villaggios oven, it roasts the vegetables instead of cooking it evenly. So that is going to taste wonderful, and it has such great color. And you know, tomato, spinach, and tomatoes is classic. A lot of people will use basil too. I love basil, but not all my guests always like it, so I usually stick with spinach. And now we're going to stick her in the oven. All right, so our pizza's ready to come out. My mother asked me if it looked good, and I said, of course, I made it. And it smells delicious. Look at that. Can you get a picture of that? Oh, that looks good. See all the beautiful color and how uneven it is? Like I said, just like Italy, all those uneven borders. And here at Villaggios, we do, again, New York style. So we just cut her into 8 pieces. They're big. Ooh, can you hear that cutting through the pizza? Fantastic. Ooh, and it smells delicious. And there you have it. We got a beautiful pizza. Anybody can do this at home. Get yourself a stone brick. and put whatever toppings turn you on. Spinach, tomato, Villaggios pizza sauce, and cheese. From my pantry to yours, I'm Kim Jensen. Thanks for coming along today and seeing how to put together a pizza here at Villaggios. Grazie.